lens of a motion picture projector is an eye that can help you stimulate your students. But like any eye, it must be pointed in the right direction, your brain. Its wise use demands selectivity that implements whatever behavior changes your goals in your students. To communicate information, stimulate your more mature students toward human relations. Your students can more easily gain a new appreciation of themselves, so they tend to have some feelings. Your primary goal may be to develop interest, although you also may want to communicate information. The point is, there is generally a great deal of flexibility in the ways you can use your more mature student. Now, some of this flexibility is the result of your goals in your students. But there is even more flexibility possible in your students. A common technique to change attitudes, giving the student a close relationship, a front row seat, as we shall see in this excerpt.
I would like to read you a passage from this book. Sex, that's a kick. End of quote. We know that once a person is perverted, it is practically impossible for that person to adjust to normal attitudes in regard to sex. And so, my friends, the question is, do you want your children stimulated? Do you want either of them to discover how to get sexual gratification? And think of this. Even this required editing to make it suitable to be shown in this film.
When you turn on the projector, the quality of the film experience ahead for your students should be predictable. To develop interest, change attitudes, but they are primarily designed to arouse your students. They can observe the facts, yes, interesting and unusual techniques about those facts, such as asking students safety practices. Now, when you do, you're using a suitable course of action. Behavior changes, but over and above this, being able to identify with several different reactions so they make use generally of others. It deals with a social situation. Before we comment on this type of attitude film, let's examine a segment from another one.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Floors, doors, walls, halls, white sidewall tires and old golf balls.
Sinks, stoves, bathtubs he'll do. He'll even help clean laundry too.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Can he clean a kitchen sink?
Quicker than a wink.
Can he clean a window sash?
Faster than a flash.
Can he clean a dirty mirror?
He'll make it bright and clearer.
Can he clean a diamond ring?
Mr. Clean cleans anything. Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
The film Understanding Others presents a look at a social situation in such a way that students can easily put themselves in the place of the film participants. This example is from a film
Your mouth fields clean, your throat refreshed. The finest leaf tobacco, mild, refreshing menthol, and the world's most thoroughly tested filter.
Years later, that memory made me start smoking.
Sometimes reactions are quite violent.
More taste, fine tobacco. To a smoker, it's a Kent.
What tobacco smoke contains is simple to determine. Here is a scientifically designed apparatus. Smoker's cough is a well-known sound.
Smoke a filter cigarette, try the taste of Kent. It's new.
Well, it's like I keep saying all the time. If you want a treat instead of a treatment, get a pack or a carton of cigarettes. You'll love them as much as I do.
The special technique of the unusual, dramatic, step-by-step open-end technique, an emotionalized experience to develop skill, raise problems without extraneous or distracting details. Let's return to your goals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, each of these serve an essential purpose, too, but remember that any one of them may serve a secondary purpose, which may be very important in relation to your goals. Proper use of film heightens the importance of the teacher and makes his contribution all the more necessary. And it can be predicted if you develop your skill in both choosing and using your students and the film.